Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys another episode of our Pocket Pixels Let's Play here on the Pixelmon PocketPixels Red server. If you guys are hyped for this episode, show your love on that like button down below, and definitely be sure to subscribe if you are new. I did upload a bonus episode essentially the other day because we did do a live stream of the Pocket Pixels, so we did about an hour live stream as well. So if you want to check that out, I took on the fire type gym leader once again, and unfortunately, I don't want to give spoilers, so pause. I mean, I already said unfortunately, but unfortunately, things didn't quite go that well. We lost again, man. Like, these gyms are really, really challenging, man. There's definitely no joke. But there's a grubbin in front of us, and those are the things that make life better. So anyway, I've got a bunch of Master Balls. We got some cool stuff here. So I've decided that after much debate, I am going to try this whole EV training thing, which is more of a long-term plan here to get through this server, because we have a lot of gyms. You can actually see them right there. You've got, you know, fire, water, bug normal, ice fighting, ghost dark, dragon, elite 4. I mean, all these different types and things and stuff. So we got some other items here. I guess I'll maybe look at these, but Calm Mind is kind of cool. But anyway, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be trying to grab a team of new Pokemon, EV training them up for these gym battles here, and, you know, hopefully get some Pokemon that I think are going to be diverse enough to be able to battle on any situation. So what my first Pokemon objective is going to be is actually Chansey, and the reason why is I found an item called an Eviolite. I have no idea where it went, to be perfectly honest. I had an Eviolite though. I don't know if I still have it. I got a Twisted Spoon. Wait, do I not have my Eviolite anymore? I'm just gonna laugh if it's gone. I'm gonna be really upset if it's gone, actually. Hold on, let me go check these boxes up here. I did get an Eviolite at some point, and I was gonna use that, get a Chansey, and then have Chansey with Eviolite, which is one of the best, like, bulky Pokemon in the game. It's one of, like, the bulkiest Pokemon. And any special attacking fire types basically wouldn't be able to touch it, which was kind of my thought process. So let me see if I could find it, because I had it, and who knows if it still exists. I think it's probably in this box right here. There it is, Eviolite. So we have this Eviolite. We have a bunch of items as well. We picked up some more items from the chest. We got a bunch of the power training items. So we have the ability to do a lot of things. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go to Gym 8 here, which is Lavish City. And apparently Chansey spawns here. Now, I'm not positive if that's the case, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get some Pixelmon to spawn in here. And we're going to find out whether or not Chansey is going to spawn in. Because if it does, I'm going to catch one, and then we're going to add to our team, etc, etc, etc. So I'm pretty sure that this is where the normal type gym is, if we were to look here. The normal gym. So, oh, speaking of that, there she is right there, level 87 Chansey, which is just too high of a level. We actually need her to be under level 75. So, because I do need to do the EV training. So, we need to find another Chansey that's a lower level than that. I'd imagine they're going to have a plethora of different levels here. So it shouldn't really be too big of an issue, but we'll kind of stroll around this area for a few minutes here, see what we can find in terms of Chansey. Safari doesn't seem to be like the greatest way for us to find Chansey, so we'll kind of hope we can find one here as we find a Sewaddle level 5. So that gives me hope that Chansey can also be, you know, approximately a lower level. So I think that's the Chansey we just saw. That was like 80 something. Let me just double check. Yep, it is. So we'll kind of keep roaming around here and seeing what we can find. There's an Oddish and a Starly. But I'd imagine it's like a custom setup spawn. So Chansey's the first Pokemon that I'm going to be going for. And then in terms of other Pokemon we're going to be going for, my goal is to find a team of 6 Pokemon that I feel are going to be good to take on everything ahead. Because obviously when we take on the Elite 4, I'm not going to be like changing my team too drastically. It's going to be like one team of 6 or whatever at level 100 or whatever. So that's kind of my thought process. So I know it's a little bit challenging, and there's gonna be some grinding that has to take place for a little bit here, but I ultimately think it's gonna be for the best of the series. It's gonna be best for what we want to do. This guy has an Archeops, and that's cool. And Lily's gonna just bark because I decided not to put her away. I decided to record with Lily running around in the apartment and seeing what happens. But hopefully we'll get these chances to pop up here, and if they do, awesome. If they don't, not so awesome. So what I'll do, guys, I'll actually do a cut here, and I'll see if I can find a Chansey. Alright, guys, I have found a Chansey. Now, luckily, the PocketPixels homies here helped me out in the chat, and I determined that I wasn't able to find a Chansey under the level of 80 over by the gym. So I had to come find a Chansey through Safari, and luckily, someone had already seen one for me, so I was able to track it down and kind of grab it. So I'm gonna be that guy. I have all these master balls, so I'm just gonna use them, because why go through this turmoil of trying to catch this little Chansey if I could just throw a master ball at it? So that's what I'm gonna do, and hopefully we'll be able to obviously catch this thing, and I do, and I'm hoping for good stats. Mild nature, that's absolutely terrible. Why does it have to be so bad? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find another Chansey, which we did. It's another one, level 45, let's do it. Battle it, I'm catching it. I just don't even care. I'm gonna cut in front of everyone, and I'm just gonna throw balls at these Chanseys until I catch a good one. I'm gonna try to catch a better one here. Mild is pretty bad. Ideally, you want its defense stat to be higher, as high as possible, to capitalize on EV Light. Naughty is pretty bad as well. I mean, so we're 0 for 2 here. I don't want to be super duper picky, but I'm gonna try to find another one because we've already found 2, and perhaps there will be a third Chansey somewhere. So let me try this again, and I'm gonna keep trying until I get a good Chansey. All right, guys, here we are after about 40 minutes of me trying to catch Chanseys. I have 6 Chanseys now, and they're all a disappointment, man. Like, this one's mild nature, which is terrible because you're not gonna use Chansey's special attack. This one is non-nature, which is terrible because you needed special defense to be pretty high. This one is rash nature, again, dropping his special defense. This one is bashful, so neutral nature, so that's okay. This one's also neutral nature, and then I got another one, which is brave nature, which is also useless. So I'm a very frustrated individual because I just spent all this time trying to find a Chansey that was halfway decent, and I still don't think I have what I want yet. So what I'm gonna do in the meantime, though, is I have a bunch of Chanseys, but maybe I'll revisit catching another Chansey at some point, and obviously I'm not gonna like kill you guys with watching it. The problem is I only have so much time each day to record episodes, so it becomes a little bit challenging for me to be spending this time to try to catch a Chansey that's good. But I don't want to waste all the time of EV training a Chansey if it's not going to be even what I want. So anyway, let me see what TMs I have, because I know I don't have a lot of money, and I also needed to make sure before I went all crazy. There's Seismic Toss, awesome. So I wanted to make sure I had Seismic Toss, and I believe Soft Boiled is going to be the other move that we need. And both of those should be TM moves, and I could be wrong about that, but they both should be TM moves, and I'd imagine I have plenty of stuff that I could potentially sell to try to get Soft Boiled. So those are the 2 big moves we'll need for Chansey. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Safari, and I'm going to try to find a good water type Pokemon. I spent a lot of time looking for Chanseys. I'm kind of sick of being in that Safari right now. So I'm going to go to the beach, and we're gonna chill out at the beach for a few minutes and see what I can find at the beach, and maybe kind of scout out some different ideas for a Pixelmon that might be really good for our team here, because the Pokemon that we have are cool, but they just haven't been doing what they need to do. So Samurott looks like to be an option there. Looks like we could go with Blastoise as another option, and of course Starmie is a very good option. In fact, Starmie is a great option simply because it is so fast, and perhaps being so fast, if we were to invest fully into its special attack, it would be strong enough to be able to knock out any of the opponents. I don't know if it's gonna one hit the opponents though, because as good as it is, it's you know, it only hits so hard. I'm trying to think of what the strongest and fastest water type we could find would be for this fire type gym. And this is where the comment section is really gonna come in clutch, guys. I really need your opinions and your thoughts on this one. I need to figure out, you know, which Pokemon I need to add to my team here, because we're gonna find 5 Pokemon right now. Chansey is gonna be one of them. We know Chansey is gonna be one of those Pokemon. Now we gotta figure out what the rest of them are gonna be. This guy's got a Starmie here. He's trying to catch a Grimer. We gotta figure out what the rest of those Pokemon are gonna be. But Chansey is gonna be one of them. So what are the rest gonna be? And I mean, I'm totally down to go for Staryu. Staryu could be cool. Another one I was thinking was Vaporeon. Vaporeon does have a pretty good stat. It's very good natural bulk as well. But I'm thinking Starmie could be really good because you can teach it a plethora of different moves. You could have it hit really hard, and it's also really fast with that 110 base speed, so lots of options there. So those are some of the things I'm thinking of. Starmie is an idea, and you guys are welcome to hit that comment section for what Pokemon you think I should add to the team that I can grab, because what I'm going to do is I need to get access to the EVs and IVs command, which I don't have now, but I should be able to get access to that. And then on the subsequent episodes here, the next couple episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to train up the team, whatever team I end up with. I'm going to try to grind them up in the EV training thing, and I think the episodes are going to be a lot of cutting and a lot shorter than normal, to be perfectly honest. I don't think they're going to be the full 30 minutes for the next couple episodes, because like I said, I'm going to be spending probably an hour, 2 hours per episode to record it, of actually recording. But it's gonna take me, you know, I'm only gonna have, you know, 20 minutes of footage or whatever, because I gotta I gotta do all the editing and stuff and do all the training, the grinding and stuff like that. So just kind of keeping you guys aligned here. I want to build a balanced team though. A balanced team. I know Chansey is more for like bulky and stally teams, but I feel like against this fire gym and against a lot of the people, most Pokemon in competitive are not, you know, offensive from both sides. Usually you're just either physically offensive or especially offensive. You rarely, very few Pokemon do both. Infernape is an example of a Pokemon that can do both, but very few Pokemon are offensive from both perspectives, and I would highly doubt that most of these gym leaders and Elite Four members are gonna be necessarily ready for like a fully bulky Chansey, which can just click some seismic tosses and soft boils, because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the rules for the gym leaders are that they don't switch. The gym leaders don't actually switch their Pokemon. So if I can get Stealth Rocks up and I can get my Chansey out there, we're gonna be able to put some work in, because they're not gonna be able to switch. We basically are gonna be able to beat any of their bulky or any of their offense Pokemon like that Magmortar, which was an issue. Focus Blast is gonna do like 20%. It's not even gonna do anything. They have all Life Orbs. So they're gonna take damage from the Life Orbs. It's a foolproof strategy is what I'm trying to say. It's a strategy that I'm really feeling and I'm really thinking is gonna be clutch. And we're gonna make it happen. And clearly you can see my luck here with these chances they're not popping up, but I think it's because it's nighttime. They seem to not want to show up at nighttime. I have no idea. But let me run through the Safari 1 or 2 times here just to kind of give you guys some ideas perhaps, and maybe give myself some ideas really as to what I can actually put on this team. Bellsprout is not going to be on the team. It needs to be good Pokemon though. I really need to make sure that the Pokemon I'm grabbing are all like pretty solid. I mean, Azumarill is great if it has huge power, but no luck there. It's not a hidden ability though, so I guess huge power isn't impossible for us to find. If we could find a huge power Azumarill, that could be really good. Unfortunately, it's a very slow Pokemon. I don't know if it learns Aqua Jet from level up in this generation. I would have to kind of look into that. It seems like War Turtles and Blastoise are pretty abundant. I don't know how good Blastoise is going to be. It's a decent Pokemon, but I would rather Starmie because of its speed. I think Starmie is a better Pokemon. Starmie with a Life Orb, I would imagine can one-shot most things. I would hope. You know, Flygon's pretty good. Larvesta's pretty cool. You know, we could get ourselves a Volcarona. It's a little bit of server lag going on here. It must be a popular time for the server because it seems like a lot of people are playing. So, I mean, any of these Pokemon are really good, but they get destroyed if they face, you know, anything that's super effective, like, you know, Geodude, things like that are not gonna want to take super effective hits. Sableye is pretty bad without Prankster. So Steelix could be cool. I mean, I could see Steelix as an idea, not for the fire type, but just in general, Steelix is usually pretty good. I mean, this is where we were looking for Chanseys for seemingly forever. Torterra, Zubat. Obviously, you guys know I love Crobat, so I could potentially try to get another Crobat. Because we basically got to start from scratch. It feels like I feel like that's the way we got to go here. I've been kind of tossed back and forth, and I hate to do that. I hate to be kind of conflicted between different ideas of like, hey, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should have you guys give me the Pokemon. Maybe I should catch myself. Maybe I should EV train them myself. I mean, I know how to do all this EV training stuff. Like, I know how to do all this competitive stuff. I play competitive all the time. I've been doing it for a long, long time. But in Pixelmon, I don't have the tools to breed. I'm not going to go through the process of breeding. So now I'm like kind of in between of trying to catch these Pokemon and see what to do from there. And it's just been kind of confusing, and I just feel like I've lost a little bit of direction on this playthrough, because the goal is obvious. The goal is to continue the gyms and things like that, but I just don't want to have 30 episodes of us losing to the fire gym either, you know. So that's really where the problems come in. But yo, Smeargle would be so cool if we got Smeargle and just taught it like with Focus Sash and just taught it like Spore, Stealth Rocks. Yo, I like this idea, actually. We're gonna get outsped every time, but I can go for Spore, put something to sleep, then I could set up Stealth Rocks. Sticky Web's not in this generation, but I could set up Stealth Rocks at least. And then Quiver Dance Baton Pass into Starmie, and then have Starmie click Hydro Pump, and then we just automatically win every single time. This sounds like the greatest strategy ever. A Chansey, in before everyone is battling these wild Chanseys. Battle me. Battle me, Chansey. Chansey. It's already in a battle. See? Here's what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. Exactly what happened. I was talking in the chat, and I don't want to sound rude here, but I was talking in the chat, guys, about how I was trying to get a Chansey, And then everyone and their brother comes into this place and takes the Chanseys. Everyone is in here trying to take the Chanseys. Look at this. There's Chanseys everywhere now. And like, I swear, I bet you no one would have given any flying cares about Chansey until I started mentioning it in the chat. Urgh. Like, I want the Chansey. Why is this one not battling me? Which one are you battling? Yo, Nerdy Josh, you've been here battling Chanseys for like 2 hours, bro. What are you doing? Like, why you gotta take all my Chanseys, homie? I'm just trying to get this Chansey and add it to my team. It's just not working. This thing does not want to battle me. I don't know if he's glitched out. This guy, there's a wild Chansey. We got into a battle with it. It's a miracle. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing a Master Ball at it. Please be a good Chansey. This whole episode will be totally worthwhile if this Chansey actually has a decent nature. That's all I want. It doesn't even have to be flawless. I just want, just give me anything. Give me impish. Give me anything. Serious? That's the same problem as the last one. Oh my goodness. And is this guy in the battle with this Chansey right here? Because there's another one right in front of me, but I'm pretty sure this guy's battling this one. I don't know. It seems like it's glitched out because it just kind of sitting there. I don't know what's actually happened to that Chansey, but we caught one and it's a neutral nature. So I mean, our nature luck on these Chanseys has been borderline absolutely dreadful, like the most horrible thing in the world. So anyway, guys, you can clearly see that the server is experiencing a little bit of lag right now, so it's not exactly the best time for me to be playing. I don't know. It was good before. It was good before, but now things are a little bit hectic. So honestly, I have no idea how long this episode is. So my apologies if it's a little short. I've been recording for over an hour now, so I haven't the faintest idea. But either way, guys, I hope you did enjoy, and feel free to give me your thoughts in the comment section below about what Pokemon I should get. Maybe you guys have some ideas about what we should get here, what we should train up, and I'm just gonna stop moving because it's giving me a headache. But thank you guys so much for the love. I appreciate it. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.